This is Chris.
And this is Ramon.
This is Let's Check In.
Third Dimension Production.
What's going on with you, bro?
Oh man, nothing much. Starting a new job.
Shit, me too.
Starting a new job. Leaving some other places of employment that I really didn't. I didn't hate it, but it was just time to go. You feel me? So just trying to make my life a little more efficient. You know what I'm saying? Trying not to be spread too thin, but that's about it. Trying to close out this year, with on an up and up. That's really it, man.
Man, I can speak to that for sure. Like Sunday was my last day at Unity.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And so I just transitioned into a new position with the county as a mental health consultant, doing some culturally specific prevention work with Mount Hood, Head Start. So I'm excited about that. Today was orientation day. So it pretty much consisted of doing a lot of paperwork, just going over the details of the position, what I'll be doing, what, all that stuff entails, and meeting up with folks in different departments, folks in leadership positions, supervisors. Get me set up with the laptop, work phone.
Trap phone.
The trap phone.
The trap phone.
Well, trap your ass if you're doing some
stuff. That's real.
Yeah. So I was reading like all the policies, with the phone, just using it properly. Yeah. What else, man? What else did we do? We were just talking about like some racial equity stuff that I'll be doing as well too, because they have a team of black clinicians that's going to be doing some group consultation work. So I'm just talking about that, and also how I can contribute, like my knowledge and what information I have to just making what they're doing with the racial equity piece. Just either modifying it or just bringing some more flavor into it. So I'm excited, man. Like today was actually like a really good day, man. Like I was just feeling like really good. Like I'm done. Just working at the hospital and actually like doing something that's I would say that's more to my liking, as far as just working with black families and black kids, and that's more like culturally based. So that's my jam, as they call it. Oh shit!
Damn.
They be saying that stuff, man. Be cracking me up. Like, yeah, that's my jam.
So shit. So is there a reason why like you were like excited to leave your last position?
Yes, I can tell you in a lot of ways. For one, I'm done with working these crazy hours, 12-hour shifts. Having to work in different departments. I was doing counseling and therapy. I was doing clinical social work, and then on top of doing behavioral health therapy position. So I was, doing all that, and I felt like I was being appreciated and felt, valued. But at times, I think the challenge with me was just more of the systemic issues that I saw within the hospital. And I know we created like a space to talk about making changes within the system, and how we deliver healthcare, and also putting in like cultural piece that's missing. So I was glad that I was able to work and be a part of that. But I mean, I know that was gonna take like some time to actually get the ball like really moving and actually like build like a framework.
Yeah.
So I would just like I feel like I put in enough time and work, and also just as far as working like in the hospital, like just working in like acute units, working with psychotic patients, just that population. Like I did it for almost 10 years, so I was ready for change. I was ready to transition to something different. I mean, it was good experience. I got to do a lot of things.
Yeah, because you was doing that when we was in grad school, right?
Yeah, I was doing that when we was in grad school, and even before grad school. So, I was working in a psychiatric department, and then I was also doing like discharge, clinical social work.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm done, man. I'm wanting to do something different. Something different, man. So this mental health consultant piece is, I think, going to be transformational for me. Just just doing consulting work. Period. I think it's something like to my liking. I think into like what I want to do ultimately is like try to not only help like just whether it's staff or whether it's the department itself. I think that would be like a really good just look for me and just what I can offer to the organization.
That's what's up. It sounds like you're dying. You all right?
Yeah. And I had those wings and stuff, man, and it had like the habanero like sauce in it.
So got you over here.
Got me over here.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, I feel that. But as far as like consulting, you know what I'm saying? Like like I know, you just started the job, whatever. But so like why do you think it's important to have an African American consultant to consult with, people who work with African Americans?
Well, from my understanding, you have teachers, fairly new teachers who have a tendency to, focus more on, African American boys as far as like with having behavioral or emotional or social challenges as opposed to their white counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
So some things that they might do, I don't necessarily know exactly what those things are, but they can probably come off as racially biased. Yeah. Or there can be some implicit bias there. And so I guess my job is to, be in the classroom, observe, and then, pull the teacher to the side, or when we have like meetings and stuff, just kind of give them feedback on like, things that they can change as far as like their approach or, just how they, I don't know, may discipline them or just try to, have some more like positive reinforcement. Yeah. When it comes to like, emotional regulation with, like kids or like their behavior and stuff. And so just pointing that out and, just helping them to be a better teacher so that we can mitigate, them possibly, doing things that are like, racially biased or biased. So, so it's more like prevention work and also just giving them some cultural orientation as far as just working with, black children, whether it's, young boys or girls and, also working with the families as well, too. So, that culture piece is always missing when you, come into, I would say in most fields, especially when it comes into mental health, that aspect is not necessarily much talked about because it's either triggering for a white person, because either they don't know or they've been socialized to, just go about teaching or, working with, people of color one way. Yeah. And they don't know no better because, I mean, just look at the education system that they're, getting their education from. It's very Eurocentric and, culture isn't, that's not necessarily like discussed in detail and stuff. And then you have a white teacher trying to talk to, whether it's white or black students, about culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I mean, I can say that because like I mean, just going back to grad school when we had like I can't remember, was it like racial injustice or something like that?
Yeah.
And there wasn't really much discussion on so much of racial injustice in social work or necessarily what that looks like. It was a very like generalization, and it didn't really go into depth, especially from like a historical sense on like how racial injustice like impacted African Americans and the timeline of whether it was racial trauma, whether it was like injustices of like within the law, just everything from like a systemic point. I feel like they didn't really touch on it as much, and I think when you have white teachers coming in and trying to teach this, even though not to say that they can't teach it, but I think it's important to have representation for that black student or even that white student to have someone who is really knowledgeable and informed, not just from a textbook, just from also like experience as well, to their own personal experience.
Yeah, that's what's up. And it's cool that you working with like an outside agency.
Yeah,
because if you work for the school, they might be like, nah, like we thought we wanted that, but we really don't need that.
Right.
But that's what's up. Well, man, I'm glad shit is rolling in your favor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because
it's time, man. I mean, it's time for sure. I think I would say shout out to like those who helped me along the way as far as like putting in a good word, because from my understanding, like folks who were like in the county were like saying like, yeah, this person will be a good fit for the position. And so I think just the work that I do outside of my jobs in Unity and stuff that I've done in the community and stuff, I think that also was a big help for me as far as like getting the position, and just having people know that the work that I do is valued and appreciated. So
that's what's up. People see you.
Yeah.
They see you out here,
see me, and they definitely giving me some good words.
Man, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The county don't hire just
anybody.
Well, I don't know. I've seen some county workers like, but I'm not saying that's you. I know you ready. You ready for it? Well, that's what's up. Shit, man. What's else has been happening?
Yeah, what's going on with you? I mean,
man, I started a new job yesterday.
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's at my old agency. I'm just working in a youth correctional facility, but this time as a QMHP.
See,
so just doing that.
You're on the rise, man.
I'm trying.
No, you doing it. Ain't no trying. You doing it. You in there.
Well, yeah. But then let's see what else. But I'm still do contract work with the homie J Dub.
Yep. Yeah, matter of fact, I need to turn in my invoice.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So, I need to turn in my invoice. But I know but that's what I'm trying to get steady for the end of the new year. I know I had a few rocky months where I just kind of was trying to push it together. I feel like I'm kind of this like the beginning of like me building something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because from like June to September, I was just, I don't know how I was doing it, but I was just making it happen. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I just now it feels good. To get stuff rolling again.
Do you feel like you're moving out of that like hustle and bustle to just like transitioning into like more of something that's steady?
I don't.
You still feel like you're on the grind?
I feel like I'm on the grind still. Just because, like I just got so much stuff going on, so much stuff I'm trying to do. Between like working a job, doing contract work, hip hop social worker, trying to like I got invited to speak at 2 conferences in 2020.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So
congrats
now
to that.
so now I gotta fucking I gotta like actually do the presentations. You know what I'm saying? And
Are
I'm
you
trying
gonna
to
have like slides, or are you gonna just?
I'm probably gonna have some slides, but I don't really speak off slides though. Like if I'm super nervous before I do it, I'll probably do the slides. But
like verbatim.
yeah, like if I'm super nervous, I'm just read it, bro. Just read it, you know, just read it, then be cool. But I asked 2 of my old coworkers to help me with another conference I'm speaking at in Oregon, the Oregon School of Social Workers conference.
Okay.
So they said I could have people, so I asked 2 of my old coworkers to help me out. We're gonna talk about probably like tier 3 students and good interventions for tier 3 students. And then next year I'm trying to do like this thing called Mental Health Week.
Right.
You know,
right.
and,
I mean, what's going on with that?
Man, I'm trying to. I'm at the point where I did the first step was to email people who said they want to help. You was one of them.
Yeah.
Now I gotta now I'm trying to build a sponsor deck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do that so I can try to see what I can get. Really, you know what I'm saying? It's really grassroots, almost mud roots, you know what I'm saying? Just really just trying to put whatever I can put together.
But you putting in roots though.
I'm trying,
ground,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? I'm really trying, but so yeah, I'm just really trying to keep the momentum going, trying not to, you know, just trying to move forward, and I want everything I do to be calculated, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why I went back to the youth correctional facility.
Right.
So I could like kind of build my platform as like a youth correctional aficionado.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could like, you know, do the work, and then I could like build my platform to like where I can go around speaking to different places about, you know, youth correctional facilities and where social work, a black social worker fits in that, you know, in that field.
Right.
So yeah, that's it, man. 2020.
Do you feel like you're wanting to move more towards like doing more presentation and speaking engagements?
I don't know if I want to do more of it. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah. So like I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to like work a little bit and, you know, get paid a lot.
Right.
I mean, the money ain't really like the important thing because I do for free, really. You know what I'm saying? But I just really want to like, you know, be somebody like I had this idea when I was in grad school, just to be somebody who scholars look at or who people look at and say, you know, my name pop up. It's like, oh yeah, this is his work, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? So, and I really just right now I'm just, you know, I'm in the process of doing that. You know, things is going cool. People, you know, respecting my name out here as a social worker, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah, so that's
cool.
really it, you know what I'm saying? That's really it.
So with you juggling all this stuff, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing for self-care? Is
Uh,
that even like something that's brought into the equation?
yeah, it is. But not, I mean, ain't gonna lie, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Self-care to me is really just like being able to chill, being able to like clean up, being able to, you know, play my video games or, you know, just work on hip-hop social worker, really. Really, that's my self-care, trying to really figure out ways to make that, try to make that blow up, trying to make that to something that, you know, something that, I don't know, just something, you know, like keep it progressing, you know, sitting down and working on that really is like self-care. But
Do you feel like that alleviates like, you know, stress or anxiety or, you know, like the physical and like emotional aspect of it?
you know, I'm such a like worrywart that there's not a lot of stuff that can alleviate stress and anxiety for me if I'm stressed or anxious.
Right.
I just got to kind of ride the wave. Well, no. Self-talk, like positive self-talk, or like
I was about to say, bro, like
positive self-talk, or like, you know, or like so like I was on the Socks and Sandals podcast last week,
right.
and I had this thing called peeling back the layers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when I hit with a situation that's like overwhelming,
Yeah.
I kind of when I get a chance, I sit down and I kind of just peel it back. I kind of like dissect it, say, okay, what's happening? What can I do to control the next step? can I control the next step? If I can't, then ain't really no point in stressing out. You know what I'm saying? Should I call my mom? Should I call my wife? Should I call my my people? This is kind of chop it up with them. Yeah, so I just pull back the layers. You know what I'm saying?
So you got some tools there.
Yeah, I got some tools, but ain't nothing like, next year I really want to. I got a whole plan of I really want to start doing things just start taking care of more fitness stuff. Keeping my hair cut regularly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that physical is definitely key as far as just making sure we maintaining that.
So yeah, I got plans for for actually, I'm not even starting next year. I'm starting at the end of this year. I'm trying to start now, so I won't be oh, it's a new year. I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know I ain't gonna keep it up. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing, man. I'm still gonna come up. All
That's
day.
Good, man. That's good. As long as you're trying and you're aware and you're making some goals to take care of self. That's pretty much it, man. That's all you can try to do. Take them steps and baby steps.
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Because man, I feel I don't know. I just feel I'm just in a moment. I'm trying to keep the moment alive.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I did do though, I told myself once I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram that I wouldn't post every day, because I used to post every day just because I heard that was the formula. You post every day. So last Sunday I didn't post it. Well, I posted a story, but it wasn't a post. You know what I'm saying? So I was that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I was able to step back and not be engaged, and I didn't. Nobody nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was cool, because I was always worried man, if I don't post, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna lose engagement. I'm gonna lose whatever. So. Yeah, so I was that was a cool step in the right direction for me, so to be able to kind of disconnect from that platform, because I mean my goal was to get 10,000 followers, and I really put the work in, you know what I'm saying, to really do that. Only thing I wanted to do was swipe up, swipe up, but it's, I feel that was worth it, because now when I put content out, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to do nothing but swipe up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go click out and go to my page, go to the link. You just swipe. So I feel to me, that was an investment. If I'm really going to do it for real, you got to get 10,000.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you don't have to, but the way I was thinking, I was to make it easier for people, you know what I'm saying? You got to do that. So.
Hey, that's what you got to do, man. You're not going to get nothing, as far as in return, if you're not, putting forth the effort.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I really not a person that this whole journey I've been doing hip hop social worker is the first time I put actual thought into something and had a goal to hit it. You know, it's I've always had a goal you know what I'm saying, buy a new car or buy a house, and when those things happen, it's that's cool. But those things are those things are happening because you just get up and go to work every day. Those are going to happen regardless.
Right.
But to go out and try to get people to engage in your content, and just really keep people engaged and keep stuff fresh, and just really just work. That was, to me, that's the first time I ever did something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it felt, it really didn't feel like a whole lot of when I hit 10, I was oh yeah, that's cool. That's tight, you know what I'm saying? It's tight to people that's kind of really, see that you out here, working. Because, followers really don't mean much, but that your content is worth sticking around for. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, because I ain't getting paid from nothing or nothing like that, but I'm still out here trying to get booked and stuff, but it's small moral, not moral victory, but small hey, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is appealing, or somebody want to.
It's got validity to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Somebody want to understand. So, yeah, but yeah, that's it.
That's cool, man. Keep on making them strides, man.
Man, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying?
Now you doing. Stop saying you trying. You doing.
Man, let me do my thing.
Now we gotta switch the way we think, man.
Let me do my thing.
You doing your thing.
I feel you.
You doing your thing, man.
But yeah, shit, I ain't really got much else to check in about.
I think that's about it as far as what I got going on my end. I mean,
so man, there was just some. So we know like the whole Pharrell and Tank and all this other shit right going on, right?
Oh my God.
So I feel like we gotta like kind of dissect why masculinity is so like divisive in our community.
We're gonna talk about that on the next episode.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like I see
that's gonna be another like 30 to 45, maybe even an hour. You know what I'm saying? Conversation.
Man, I just see like a whole lot of. I just see a whole lot of like people who, yeah, I just see stuff that I really don't feel, because like like I feel like masculinity should be broad. It should have equity. It shouldn't be like one boom,
one sided.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like a lot of that goes into like our kids' depression and stuff because we have like this, this old school way of thinking and
Well, I think you got to think about people from different regions, different cultures too, man.
Yeah.
Because like masculinity, like you said, it's not just one side. It's not just one thing. I mean, people view masculinity as very broad. You know what I'm saying? Based on where they're from and their culture and how they were brought up or whatever.
Yeah.
You might view masculinity different than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we gotta, or at least I try to like, understand, people's perspectives on what masculinity is because I have my own.
Do you think we can get a unified definition ever? I
don't think so.
Save that answer though, because we'll be back.
For sure.
But this is Chris.
And this is Ramon.
And we just checked in.
Or checked out.
Oh. Goddamn. Peace.
Peace.